The unthinkable just happened in Helldivers 2. Super Earth has been invaded. Just over a week ago, the Illuminate fleet came out of the Meridian black hole and set a course for Super Earth. The goal was to inflict as much damage to the Illuminate fleet as possible before it reached Super Earth, but the battle for Super Earth was inevitable, and that day has finally arrived. The Illuminate invasion has begun. Landfall is confirmed at multiple sites across Super Earth. Our megacities are under siege. For the first time in more than a century, hostile forces have breached our sovereign homeworld. That's right, we're fighting on Super Earth for the next few major orders. The Helldivers must hold Super Earth at all costs, oppose this invasion with the fullest extent of warranted and vindictive prejudice permitted under galactic law. Managed democracy faces its greatest test yet. This battle is anticipated to span multiple major orders. Super Earth's population is concentrated in 7 megacities, including our federal capital, Prosperity City. Should all 7 fall, Super Earth will be lost. The Illuminate fleet must be depleted before that can happen. To erode Illuminate operational capabilities and weaken overall fleet cohesion, tactical analysis calls for significant enemy losses. The initial strategy is clear: obliterate Illuminate forces. So the current major order is to kill 2.5 billion Illuminate. That is a mega number, but we have proven time and time again as the Helldivers 2 community that nothing is impossible. But this is a really scary prospect. If Super Earth is lost, if we lose all 7 mega cities, that's game over. That means the Second Galactic War will end with failure. Now, in the previous Helldivers game, when we lost as Super Earth, it would show the war stats. It would show everyone what happened, how many enemies we killed over the course of that war, and it would show a little cutscene of Super Earth burning and, you know, everyone dying, and it wasn't very pleasant, and then the game would basically restart. Helldivers 1 had like 30 or 40 galactic wars that spanned over its lifespan. So no doubt if we do fail this, the same thing will happen. We'll get a game over screen, we'll get all the stats, and we might even get a cutscene showing everyone dying, and then it will be a refresh. It will be game restart. But if we succeed, if we beat back the Illuminate, I'd love to know what's next for this game, because the Heart of Democracy update is a really, really well done update for the game. Omens of Tyranny I thought was pretty peak. This surpasses that in my opinion. As hype as it was to finally see the Illuminate in action in the last major update for the game, after months of theorizing when they'd come, if they'd come, this update just feels so much bigger. There's a lot more at stake. We're fighting on the home world. We're fighting on Super Earth. We have new city biomes with tall skyscrapers, fighting on the streets of our megacities. Weapon customization has been added. New Illuminate enemies, like the Leviathan and the Stingray, have been added. And whilst yes, we are just trying to repel the Illuminate on Super Earth, the Terminids and the Automatons are still there, and they're quite close. But the immediate threat is the Illuminate. And honestly, the direction that Helldivers 2 is going in with its major updates is really, really promising. Over a year since the game has released, and it's still getting major player counts. People are returning when a major update comes out. The game is still progressing, it's healthy, it's getting great updates, it's getting great content. The Warbuns are still coming out and they're really good. And this comes after the Helldivers 2 devs at Arrowhead said that they would spend more time making sure that the quality was high enough. They weren't just going to pump something out if it wasn't ready, which was the right move because as we know, we had a lot of rocky updates before this. Omens of Tyranny was definitely a turning point for the better for Helldivers 2, and it shows in the Heart of Democracy update. And it just proves that no matter how much time I take away from this game, no matter how much time I take a break from it, I'm always going to come back because my god, it's just so much fun. They're adding so much content, and the storyline that we're creating alongside the devs is truly, truly astonishing. The fact that we were the ones to create the black hole, the fact that the black hole started moving because the Illuminate were moving it closer and closer to Super Earth, it destroyed planets in its wake, and then an entire Illuminate fleet comes comes out of the black hole after we stop it, invades multiple planets, scorches Mars, which is where a lot of the training grounds were, which have since been moved, and now we're fighting on Super Earth. What a great storyline. What a great way to bring in a sense of community, like we're contributing to this, because we are. As much as the devs want to push out certain storylines, they obviously really wanted this update to be we're fighting on Super Earth. They wanted to up the stakes, so they made the last few major orders incredibly hard and near impossible to complete. There's always a chance we can beat those odds and gain victory where we really shouldn't, where the devs don't believe we can. We've done it before. We've created a load of little subplots like the Malevolent Creek subplot. We've created lore for our community in Helldivers 2 because the devs are facilitating that with these major updates, with these really cool events that just organically happen because it's a massive tug of war. I've never ever seen anything like this in a video game before. Not on this scale. And even if you're not a fan of Helldivers 2, you have to admit it's one of the best multiplayer games out there. It's one of the best live service games out there because of major updates like this, because of the community-driven storyline that we're creating alongside the devs. And more studios need to look into why Helldivers 2 is so popular, why it's doing so well, why it's so positively received, because I'd love to see more games like Helldivers 2 pumping out updates like this. But for now, we turn our attention onto Super Earth. If you haven't played the game in a while, I highly recommend it. We are fighting in new maps. Like I said, there's huge cities now. We're fighting in the mega cities with these skyscrapers. You actually have to think about, if you're bringing a stratagem that originates from your super destroyer, you have to think about the super destroyer's position, whether it will actually hit a building on its way, to the point where now we have UI showing us where our super destroyer is. Like I said, there's new enemies, there's new mission types. There's a really cool one at the moment where we have to activate planetary defense cannons that come out of children's playgrounds, by the way, and then we have to manually aim and shoot that cannon at the Illumina megaships. That is insane, and it's so much fun. So I highly recommend to anyone that owns Helldivers 2, even if you don't own it, go buy it, for God's sake, it's so good. But if you own Helldivers 2, if you have friends that own Helldivers 2, now is the time to jump back in. Now is the time to defend Super Earth, because if we fail, the whole thing goes kaput. And I, for one, don't really want to see the Galactic War failure screen just yet. Ideally, not at all, but it feels far too soon to see something like that. I want to see us victorious. I want to see us fight back the Illumina. I want us to push them. So like everyone else that's playing Helldivers 2, like Arrowhead Studios, I'm calling you back onto the front line of Helldivers 2. So comment down below whether you're going to jump back into Helldivers 2. What is your favorite aspect of the new major update? Is it the Illumina fighting on the streets of Super Earth? Is it the new cityscapes? Is it the new enemy types? Let me know in the comments down below, and whether you think we're going to be victorious or not. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Helldivers 2 content like this. I'm always going to return to this game, so you can always expect me to release a Helldivers 2 video every now and again. So subscribe for that. Become a member today if you want to support me in another way. You'll get early access videos and live streams. And thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you on the front line of Helldivers 2. Bye!